Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I pretty much make easy to understand Excel tutorials. I'm going to be going into detail about how Excel works its magic too, and not just where to click. And I'm hoping this makes it easy to understand. And of course, if you have questions, just drop me a comment and I'll get back to you. Before I start, please subscribe if these easy how-to videos help you, and let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about using the COUNTIF function in Excel. You can use COUNTIF in Excel to have it count the number of cells that meet a certain condition. And I'm going to show this with an example so it's easier to understand. So let's say we wanted to analyze the sales data here, and we want to look for how many times Jones appears in the data set. Now, we're not going to use SUMIF because what SUMIF is going to do, it's going to count the total sales dollars that he had. So let's say for this example, we don't care how many sales dollars he had, right? We don't care if he had a good sale or a bad sale. We just want to know if he had a sale to begin with. And the best way to do that is just to see how many times Jones appears in the data set itself. So I actually want to do this using a drop down too, and you'll see as I go why I go about it this way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the sales reps right here. And I'm going to paste their names somewhere off to the corner, just like this. Next, I'm going to go into Data and remove duplicates and hit OK. And pretty much what this did is it removed duplicate names, meaning if any of these people had more than one sale, their names are going to repeat multiple times. And I don't want too long of a list to work with, right? I only want unique names, and that's what we just did here. Next, I want to create a drop down that we can pick from these names only. So I'm going to select this random cell off to the corner. I'll go into Data, Data Validation. I'm going to select List. And in the source, I'm just going to select all those names that we just came up with. And I'll hit OK. I'm going to add a header here too, just for good measure. So I'll write rep name, right? Let's box it up just so it's a little bit prettier. But here, as you can see, if I click the drop down, you have all the sales reps and all their names, and the names don't repeat, which makes it a lot more cleaner and easier to work with. So now that I have that, I'm going to start building out my COUNTIF function. So I'm going to do it just right here. So the function itself is pretty simple, right? Equals COUNTIF. And then with an open parentheses, the first thing it wants is the range where the data might be located, right? So right now we're looking at Jones, who is a rep. This data is going to be in column C. So I'm actually going to select the entire column C. And then I'll put a comma, and it asks us for the criteria, meaning what do you want to look for? Well, for my example, we wanted to look for Jones, but it could be any name. And we already created a drop down here. So instead of writing out Jones in quotation marks, I'm actually just going to select the cell and then close my parentheses. And let's go ahead and add a header here for good measure as well. So I'll write sales. Okay, let's box that up, make that a little prettier. And there we go. So this shows us that Jones had 8 sales, but the neat thing about this is if I select the drop down and I select another name, that sales count is going to change dynamically and automatically. So I can select Morgan and her sales show. I can select Smith. Smith also had 3. But yeah, this is an easy way to use COUNTIF in conjunction with a drop down. If you don't have a drop down, you could just write the exact word you're looking for. That works perfectly fine as well. And there you have it. So that wraps up my video. If this helped you, then please do subscribe and be on the lookout for more Excel how-to videos. I'm hoping to help as many people as I can become data experts in Excel in the most easy to understand way possible. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.